Actually, it's not gonna work. Not sure if I love that. Y'all, how cool. Sunbeam? Yeah, Sunbeam. Let's start that again. Hey y'all, it's Taylor from yokieB.com. Welcome to my channel where I share crochet and knitting patterns and tutorials, as well as finished projects and lots of fun fiber things. Today I'm going to be casting on my Knit Collage Spring 2024 make-along project. I am making the Sunbeam stripe sweater and I'm super excited. Technically yesterday was actually cast on day, but I am going to cast on today. I'm also wearing my Happy Dance Cardi, which is my fall 2024 make-along project. I really love this and I decided to pair it with a t-shirt today. I actually got this Memphis t-shirt when we were visiting family recently. I thought it went really well with this little vest. I'm excited to style it even more ways this spring. I have not even wound up my yarn yet, which I'm a little bit behind and I need to get going on it. But y'all, I am so obsessed with the colors in this. I had a little bit of trouble deciding which colorway to go with, but I ended up going with this like orange sherbet color that also has this Bodacious Pink here. So these are the Spun Cloud colors, and then it came with a mini sampler kit. I'm not sure of the exact name of each of these mini sampler kits, but I'll be sure to put that up here, and then also I will put it in the description box below. But this sampler kit includes the daisy chain yarn in Natural Aura, this Dreamland yarn in A Case of You. This is Spun Cloud and High Vibes. I've actually tried this color before, but all these other ones besides this Wildflower yarn are new to me. This is the Castaway yarn in the color Pebble, and then this is the Wildflower yarn in the color Reflection Pool. So I have used that one before. I don't think I have used either of the other blue. So that's super fun. And y'all, I am so obsessed with this orange sherbet color. It is the prettiest color orange. I'm so glad I went with it. I originally wanted the same colors that were in the picture. I've had my eye on this particular pattern and also the specific colorway, but I didn't see that as an option, and so I was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I went through a couple of options. There's like a mint color in the Spun Cloud that I really love and I haven't tried yet. I did actually even give that mint color away in a giveaway a little while back, and so I do want to try that color, but I just couldn't decide. I wanted that mint color, but I also wanted some pops of pink in there. So I ended up going with this one because it had the pink, it had the coral orangey color, it had some blue in it. It also had this really pretty Wildflower mini set. So this Wildflower mini set has the color Blossom, which I've not tried that color before, and then another Reflection Pool. This one is Lotus Petal. I think I have tried this one. I have not tried this purple, which is Iris, and then this one is Goldenrod. I have tried that one before. So I'm excited about all of these colors. This is gonna make the prettiest sweater. I can't wait to kind of play around with the placement of it, and I think I'm gonna do some random stripes. So we'll see how it all goes, but I cannot wait to cast on this Sunbeam stripe sweater. Also, some exciting news. I got a free Wildflower mini here for the first 100 people to order a kit. Got this free mini skein of Wildflower yarn, so I was super excited about it. I'm definitely gonna add it in as well. I think it'll be a nice addition to the sweater, so that's exciting. You guys, I just peeked up here and I remembered that I took my beanie out. I think I might have to use this with this cardigan. Oh my goodness. So this is my Cloudcatcher beanie, and I decided to take it out because I wanted to use the yarn again. So I think that this will be super cute. This is another yarn. This is Darn Good Yarn, recycled silk sari yarn. This might also be super cute in this. I may have to use this. Oh my goodness, I'm finding some cute things to add into this sweater. I also have this tart orange color left over from my dumpling bag, but I'm not quite sure if it's right. It might be a little bit too orange and not enough coral. So we'll see about that one. Don't remember remember the name of this yarn. It is the Dreamland yarn, but it's not. It was bubblegum something, I think, but it's not available anymore. It's discontinued. I got it a long time ago and I'm super excited to use it again. You guys know I love to take something apart and use that yarn for something else. So I am so excited to have this yarn to use in this Sunbeam stripe sweater. I've got all my yarn balled up here. And as you guys saw, I found a couple of other options just to add in for a little bit more interest. I think I'm ready to go ahead and start swatching. I do not have the needle size that they call for the swatch. I know that I have that needle size somewhere, but I'm just not sure where it is. So I'm hoping that I can use the smaller needle and just get as close to gauge as possible, but stay tuned. We will see. So let's go ahead and get started on my gauge swatch. Already looking a little bit small, so I'm not sure that it's gonna work. We will see. I am kind of a loose knitter, but I don't know that it's gonna work. It looks pretty small for a gauge swatch. Let's see. It's actually pretty close, and once I steam block this swatch, it might actually work. Actually, it's not gonna work because I was using the ruler incorrectly, so it's definitely not gonna work. I'm gonna have to get some bigger needles. Truth. Let's see if this gauge swatch will work. It's the next day and I've got some progress on my sleeve. I'm super excited with how these colors are turning out. Here is my sleeve. Y'all, I absolutely love these colors together. I did end up going with the Wildflower yarn for the sleeve cuff, and then I started out with that Dreamland yarn that I had on hand from the beanie that I took out, and then I went on with the orange Sherbet and then the Bodacious Pink, and then back to the Dreamland in that bubblegum twist color. So I'm super excited with how it's turning out. I just want there to be a ton of contrast in this sweater, so I'm really excited with how the colors are looking so far. I was gonna try to plan out my colors before I started the sweater. Sometimes I have to just go with it and see how I'm feeling in that moment. And I think how I wanna do this is kind of random striping, so different sizes of stripes, more like this photo here. I'm gonna go with this bubblegum twist for a while, and then I think I'm gonna switch over to the orange Sherbet. My plans are to keep both of the sleeves the same, and then I'll decide if I want the sides of the front of the cardigan to be the same or if I want kind of something different on one side. So I think I'll just play it by ear and see what I'm feeling in the moment. So let's go ahead and continue on with my sweater. I decided to put everything here in my Timoy project bag. This is a project bag that I got for, I think, Christmas. My husband got it for me. It's super, super cute, and it holds a lot of stuff. So I went ahead and switched out the projects that were in there because I did take this on the recent road trip that we went on. I put all of the yarns in here. I love how there's different compartments. I was able to put kind of my main colors in the big pocket and then all of my contrast colors in the small pockets. I think it's gonna work out really well. Plus all the yarn fit in there, so that is a plus. Y'all, we are on, I think, day 3 of progress, and I've gotten my sleeve finished here. It's worked flat, and I absolutely love the way the colors are turning out. It's funny because I was trying to work on it last night a little bit, and it's just so hard to see the colors like in artificial light. And so I got a few of these multicolored stripes done last night, and then this morning when I looked at it, I was like, not sure if I love that. So I took a couple of them out and then I added in the rest of them today. And really what I went for there with the colors, I tried to just keep them as contrasting as possible to give it a lot of visual interest. I also really like the Bodacious Pink as kind of the part that really pops out right here. So I'm ready to start on the rest of my sweater. Y'all, how cool is even the back side of this? I feel like it'd be really cool to do a whole nother sweater but with the purl side instead of the knit side. So maybe that's something I'll do in the future because I just love both sides and they both look super cute. I can't wait to get going on the body of it. Y'all, these sleeves are just amazing and big and voluminous. There are actually two sleeve options in the pattern. One is just a regular dolman sleeve and then there's this like voluminous balloon sleeve kind of, which I absolutely love a balloon sleeve, so I definitely wanted to go with that option. So let's continue on with the body of the sweater. So I have now divided for the front and the back, and I'm trying to decide how I want these colors to go right here. I did try a color yesterday that I thought would work, but I just wasn't super happy with the way it was looking, and so I think I might start multiple stripes here. I think I'm going to take about 4 rows out here and then just go ahead and start some more multiple stripes. And I think to have the front panels be kind of these multicolor stripes, I think will be really pretty. I do think I'm going to do a couple of rows in each instead of 1 row just to make it easier and not have to waste so much yarn with ends. So that's the plan. I'm just going to frog about 4 rows here, I think, and then continue on just alternating these multicolor stripes here. Apparently I'm just going to take out a couple of rows because I forgot about this right here in the pattern where I had to divide. So I guess we will just rip out a couple of rows. So I'm going to lay out my colors and then take a picture of them so that I can continue on and not have to wait until the next day to get started when there's natural light. Also, y'all, it is snowing. To show you guys my progress. I am getting close to the end, so I'm super excited about it. I really love the way these colors are looking. This may be one of my favorite color combinations that I have used so far with Knit Collage yarn. I also have some scrap yarn in here. It's just been super fun to play around with it. I originally was going to make the 2 front pieces the same. Pattern is set up in a really cool way, and I was trying to figure out where I was starting once I got to a certain point, and so I wasn't sure if I was on the front of the sweater or if I was on the back of the sweater. It ended up being that I was working on the front part of the sweater, and I didn't know that I was working on the front part of the sweater. I ended up just going with it instead of taking it out. Like I was saying, I was going to have these 2 front pieces here be the same and kind of just make the front all the same, so the sleeves would be the same at the front, but I think now I'm just going to do the sleeves the same. And kind of what I ended up doing, instead of making the front the same, I just mirrored the colors that were on this part of the left sleeve right here, and I did those colors on this side. I really like the way that it turned out, and I always love a funky detail, so honestly I am super happy that it is asymmetrical because that is totally me. But I am so loving all of these colors. I think they're just super pretty. Of course there's going to be a border, and I'm going to do that in the pink here, the Bodacious Pink. So I think that's going to be really pretty. I'm going to make the sleeve, the bottom of the sleeve, exactly like this sleeve so that there's a little bit of cohesion. I think it's just going to make for a super cool and unique piece. I'm super excited to finish, not quite as excited to weave in all these ends. Sunbeam stripe sweater. I am so happy with how it turned out. I absolutely love these colors. I honestly think that this is my favorite color combination that I've ever done with knit collage yarn. I of course have some scraps in there as well, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. Did end up running out of this Bodacious Pink, which I'm super glad that I did the Wildflower on the cuffs, because I never would have had enough if I would have done the Bodacious Pink on the cuffs. I had used just a couple of rows of the We Are Knitters the Wool in the color Natural so that I could make sure that I finished out the edging with the Bodacious Pink. So I really love the contrast color here on the cuffs, but then also I'm so glad that I used this because I did run out. These balloon sleeves are amazing. I do sort of feel like this sweater has an 80s vibe too. I don't know. Let me know if you kind of see that too. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing hoop earrings with it, but I just feel like it has kind of a sporty 80s vibe to it. I of course love the pops of neon and just all the different colors in it. I love trying new color combinations. I have to say that this orange sherbet color is one of my new favorite knit collage colors. Be sure to link the yarns below and of course list them all, the ones that are still available. I think the way that this sweater was worked is just really cool because it was worked flat the entire time and then you just seamed it together, but not like you had all these separate pieces. You still worked in one continuous piece, you just seamed together at the end. And so it was just a really cool sweater to work on. I enjoyed it so much. Thank you guys so much for joining me in my Sunbeam stripe sweater process. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed kind of getting a glimpse into my brain as I work through all these color combinations and just figuring out how I wanted this sweater to look. So make sure you stay tuned for this pattern. I'm sure it will be re-released on the Knit Collage website, and so keep your eye out for that. I'll be sure to put my affiliate link down below if you want to check out any of the yarns or patterns. There are just so many amazing ones. I did just want to show you guys one more thing. I am almost finished with the Lotus sweater as well. I just used some sugar and cream that I had on hand. This is just a cone. I don't think I'm going to quite have enough. I think I'm going to have to buy like one more skein of sugar and cream in this ecru color. I love this for summer, this cotton yarn. I think it's super pretty. I did use Knit Collage Wildflower on the center panel here. Excited to finish it. I also love having the option to just make something with scrap yarn, something you already have on hand, because you get all of the patterns. So I've had fun working on this one too. I really like this wheat stitch here. I'd never done that before, at least not that I can remember. And I just think it looks really good. It has a really pretty texture. So I'm very excited about this one too, and I just want to share it with you guys. I'll see you in the next one.